There was a really disappointing jobs report that came out. 38,000 jobs, not enough to even remotely keep pace with population growth, were created in the month of May. Thousands and thousands of Americans disheartened, leaving the job force. What would you as president do to create jobs that President Obama is not currently doing?
Well, first of all, let's remember we've had 75 straight months of job creation. And yes, the numbers that have come out this week are disappointing to anybody, because we want to keep jobs growing. We want the unemployment rate, which did drop again, to be reflective of a tighter labor market, not people leaving because they get discouraged.
And that's a big problem.
Well, it's a big problem, but I really believe that we've got to do more to create more jobs, to have more infrastructure jobs, something that I've been advocating for, something that I think should have bipartisan support.
How would you get it through Congress?
Well, that's my point. It should have bipartisan support. We don't have enough jobs in America with rising incomes to provide hardworking Americans with the kind of purpose, dignity, and rising standard of living that we deserve here in our country. I think President Obama inherited a terrible situation. I've said that repeatedly over the past year. And we have come a long way out of the ditch we were dropped into by the failed Republican policies. Donald Trump wants to go back to that, only in a more exaggerated form that will, I believe, throw us into a recession again, create a lot of economic hardship for people. So let's get Republicans and Democrats to agree. We need to fund more infrastructure jobs. We need to come together to encourage the private sector. That's why I'm supporting a national infrastructure bank to do that, because there's good public-private partnerships. We have so much work. We're a couple $1 trillion behind in maintenance and repair and new infrastructure, roads, bridges, tunnels, ports, airports, water systems, sewer systems. We need to be reimagining and configuring our electric grid. We have great work. We've got clean, renewable energy jobs out there waiting. And this is one of those moments, and we've had them in the past in our country, where the government has to step in and do more to create the environment and the incentives and the funding so we get those jobs. And the last thing I would say about this, because obviously it's at the centerpiece of my campaign about how we create more jobs with rising incomes, is that the United States is doing better than anybody in the world. You know, we have to tend to our own business at home in order to keep the economy moving forward and hopefully create more growth and more fairness in our economy. And we have to have somebody who knows how to deal with the rest of the world, because problems abroad in Asia and Europe and elsewhere can come back to hurt us economically. So you can't really separate the job of president, having good stewardship for the economy, with the job of being really the global leader to make sure that we not only enhance peace and prosperity, but that it creates the conditions for us to build our economy here.
When we come back,